So I've been skateboarding for a couple of years, and over that time I've gotten different types of skateboards, all of which are cruiser boards. But I've always wanted to try and build my own skateboard, so I finally decided to start working on it. I wanted something that was different, new, and unique. Something that I didn't already have in my collection. I wanted it to have a theme. I didn't know what it would be, but I knew the starting point was the LED wheels. I originally got these for this cheap-ass knockoff penny board where the tail snapped off just from tic-tacking. What the f? I realized that if I truly wanted to customize everything on this skateboard, I was going to need to know all the different parts of the board. I started by looking for a deck. I searched deep and found many different shapes, sizes, and styles of decks. Some more interesting than others. I originally wanted this deck because I thought it looked like a UFO, but the original listing I was looking at was sold and it was way too expensive. Ultimately, I chose this deck because of the cheap price and the marble design. This deck is from the 1970s, so it's literally a retro board. Next, I searched for bushings. I wanted these transparent blue ones, but they were sold out, so I got these baby blue, sky blue ones instead. And then the board arrived. It looks so cool. The top and bottom are fiberglass with wood in between. Although I'm not sure what type of wood, the top of the fiberglass is textured so it acts like grip tape, so all this searching I did was for nothing. At least I saved some money. This is where things started to get complicated. When getting the trucks, I had no idea what the right size was to get. I did some unnecessary measuring, quick maths, a Google, and went to the pennyboard website and saw that a 4-inch truck was a perfect size for a 26-inch long, 6-inch wide board. So these were the trucks I ended up getting. Once the trucks arrived, they came in this cardboard envelope. Not a box or a padded one. It was poorly taped, dirty, and slightly damaged. However, the trucks themselves were fine inside. They were clean, bright, and glossy. They were perfect. At this moment, I measured to see how long I needed the screws to be. I realized the base of the trucks were a lot thinner than I thought they were, leaving about a 1/4 inch of exposed screw. I wanted to get these painted screws, so I also got this riser. I want this board to have a clean, sleek look to it, so having the screws stick out will be a huge eyesore. When the risers arrived, I didn't really know what I was expecting. It didn't look anything like the advertisement. I mean, they look and feel fine, and I got them blue to match with the rest of the board. The last things to arrive were the screws and the bushings. I absolutely love the color. I don't know why, I kinda expected them to feel like erasers. They were a lot harder than I expected them to be. Fun fact, even though I ordered these from China, they came from the United Arab Emirates. The screws look amazing. They're a great shade of blue, and I don't know why I was surprised by the weight of them. None of the parts I got were the exact same shade of blue, and I kinda expected that. I think it'll give the board a wider range of tone, and it'll still look great in the end. Now it's time to build. And this is the final result. I'm really happy with how well it turned out. For me not knowing anything on how to build a skateboard, I think it looks kind of amazing. The color really makes it pop out, especially with the wheels. Super smooth riding with extreme deck flex and tight carving. The screws didn't quite fit properly and the color came off as soon as I put them in. A bit disappointing, but what did I expect when I bought cheaply painted screws from China? The texture on the board isn't as great as grip tape, but it works just as fine. Other than that, everything kinda came out perfect. In the end, I'm proud of myself to have built this skateboard with my own hands, taking an idea I had in my mind and making it a reality.